All right, let's jump right into this explainer. Today, we're unpacking something known as the invisible threat. Harvest now, decrypt later. Now, I know that sounds a bit like a plot from a sci-fi movie, but I assure you, it is absolutely grounded in our immediate, present tense reality. You know, we spend so much time worrying about hackers breaking into our systems in real time, stealing data, setting off alarms. But the architecture of global cyber warfare, it's fundamentally shifted. We are facing a seriously urgent threat, where the most critical phase of the attack is actually happening right now, and it's happening in total silence.
Okay, let's dive into this. Imagine for a second, what if the absolute most devastating cyber attack in history triggers exactly 0 alerts? It's a complete paradox, and honestly, it should make every IT leader and executive sit up straight. We are so hardwired to think of cyber attacks as these big, noisy events, right? Ransomware locking up your screens, mass data deletion, servers totally crashing. But the ultimate heist is already underway, right under our noses, and it is completely bypassing our current alarm systems.
And this brings us to an unavoidable truth. The collection phase has already begun. We are not talking about some distant future quantum threat where we have, 5 or 10 years to prepare before the attacks actually start. No, the attack is active today. It is completely invisible and it leaves absolutely no trace in your security logs. Adversaries are pouring heavy investments into this strategy right now, basically banking on a specific technological breakthrough that is hurtling toward us much faster than anyone anticipated.
So to really understand how this works, we need to define the strategy itself. Harvest now, decrypt later, or HNDL. This is the practice of intercepting and archiving encrypted data today with the full intention of decrypting it once a quantum computer becomes available. Think of your current encryption like a top-of-the-line heavy-duty locked safe. Adversaries aren't even trying to pick your lock today. They know they can't. Instead, they are literally stealing the entire safe, carrying it away and tossing in a warehouse. They are just patiently waiting for the day, maybe 3 to 5 years down the line, when they finally get their hands on the ultimate master key, a quantum computer, so they can crack it open in their lab.
And that analogy brilliantly illustrates why this is happening right now. Executing a harvest now, decrypt later attack doesn't actually require a quantum computer today. It only requires 3 things: bulk traffic interception capability, massive storage capacity, and patience. And here is the sobering reality. Nation-states already have all 3. I mean, storage is incredibly cheap these days, and network interception is a very well-established espionage tactic. In fact, a March 2026 peer-reviewed paper confirmed that retaining intercepted TLS, VPN, QUIC, and SSH traffic is economically trivial for nation-state actors. They can literally afford to just hoover up everything.
Now, if you're sitting there thinking, this just sounds like vendor fear-mongering, listen to this unambiguous statement published by the NSA way back in August 2021. Quote, adversaries may be collecting encrypted data now, waiting for the day when quantum computers can decrypt it. That is chilling proof via authority right there. It's an explicit, highly public warning from the United States government's very own Signals Intelligence Agency and Five Eyes partner agencies. They've issued similar coordinated joint advisories. They are describing an active, confirmed adversarial strategy. To really wrap our heads around the sheer scale of the infrastructure enabling this, we just have to look at China's Salt Typhoon intrusion. This breach compromised at least 9 major U.S. telecom providers. We're talking AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, Lumen. It reached deep into lawful intercept infrastructure, which actually enabled real-time call recording and message interception. The fallout was so massive that the FBI had to go and notify over 600 organizations across more than 80 nations. Now, while it wasn't strictly labeled as just an HNDL operation, Salt Typhoon proves without a doubt that the exact bulk traffic interception substrate required to silently harvest all this data, it already exists, and it is actively being exploited. The crucial, absolutely terrifying takeaway from all of this, which was noted in a March 2026 peer-reviewed analysis, is that this method leaves no trace, triggers no alerts, and appears in no security logs. You literally won't know you've been compromised. And even worse, you cannot remediate it after the data has been captured. There's no magical software patch you can deploy to protect data that has already left the building and is just sitting on an adversary's hard drive. Because of this invisible threat, let's take a look at how the business world is reacting. According to a recent SafeLogic survey, 75% of businesses are actively worried about this harvest now, decrypt later threat. So the awareness is definitely there. You can feel the tension building in boardrooms across the globe as leaders realize, wow, our encrypted traffic is literally being recorded as we speak. But here is where we hit a massive disconnect. While 75% are worried, only 23% actually have a strategy to deal with it. That 52-point difference, That is the defining gap of our moment right now. The vast majority of organizations completely recognize the existential threat to their data privacy, but they are just frozen. They lack a formal plan to transition their cryptographic infrastructure to quantum-resistant standards before it's too late. And to make matters worse, we have this rapid-fire, staggering statistic. 64%. That is the percentage of secrets, think API keys, certificates, authentication tokens, that were confirmed valid in 2022 and were incredibly still active in January 2026. This means those historical traffic archives sitting on adversary servers, they aren't just full of old text messages, they are packed with live, unrotated credentials. And having long-lived credentials critically compounds your H&D null exposure. Now, what's really interesting here is that when you're evaluating your organization's risk, the critical variable isn't necessarily the sheer volume of data you produce. It's the sensitivity window, meaning exactly how long that data must remain confidential. If the sensitivity window of your data extends beyond the day a quantum computer comes online, what the industry calls Q-Day, that data is already compromised if it was transmitted using current encryption. It's essentially a privacy time bomb. Let's actually break down those sensitivity lifetimes to see exactly what is sitting in the crosshairs. Government and intelligence communications, they often hold strategic value for 20 to 50 years. Healthcare records, genetic data, biometrics, those require lifetime confidentiality. Legal documents, intellectual property, trade secrets, those can easily have an indefinite sensitivity window. Data falling into these categories that was encrypted and intercepted yesterday is already caught in this net. Its confidentiality is effectively ruined forever, simply because the encryption protecting it will expire long before the data sensitivity ever does. And listen, this vulnerability isn't just a corporate problem, it scales up into a massive geopolitical issue. The very mass surveillance infrastructure that enables U.S. intelligence collection in the first place, those massive databases held by agencies like the NSA, now represent a massive target themselves. It's a huge two-sided risk. Having the capability to collect vast amounts of data is incredibly powerful for sure, but storing it using classical encryption creates an unprecedented vulnerability. Just pause and think about the implications of this for a second. If a foreign quantum adversary actually manages to compromise the NSA's stored archives, decades of highly classified U.S. communications would become readable simultaneously. It would be a catastrophic intelligence reversal with absolutely no precedent in the digital era. The hunter literally becomes the hunted, and the strategic advantage flips overnight simply because the lock on the warehouse was broken. And to top it all off, the threat vectors are combining. A November 2025 report from the House Homeland Security Committee highlighted a total nightmare convergence. They warned that adversaries conducting highly efficient AI-enabled data collection intrusions today are actually seeking to pair those exact techniques with future quantum decryption capabilities. They are using AI right now to efficiently sort, categorize, and target the most valuable encrypted data streams from government, defense, and critical infrastructure, perfectly packaging it all up for the day quantum decryption finally comes online. Which brings us to the ultimate takeaway I want to leave you with. If your network traffic was recorded today, and frankly, you should just assume that it was, what secrets are they going to read tomorrow? The threat isn't just floating around in the future, it's permanently etched into the data we are transmitting right this second. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and good luck out there transitioning those cryptographic strategies.